What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again from Server 1 representing IC. Guys, it's been a damn minute. You know what, though? Not much is happening in Trials right now. We're getting our usual leaks probably today from Twitter about what characters are coming up. But before that happens, I wanted to actually talk about what I think is going to come out. And I'm praying that Bandai does this because we need something huge to come out and take place in Tribes from a banner perspective. Because right now, if you're not playing MHA, it's released My Hero Academia, The Strongest Hero, and they just released All Might, which is probably the biggest character in the show right now, and from the beginning actually. So it's there. It's almost their version of Hashirama, right? So the thing is, if they're gonna do something that big and they're taking your players, you got to do something back almost as big, or if not bigger. So we were talking about Hashirama and Tobirama coming out right after the Boruto banner. Two very big names, obviously, made quite the difference and made an impact. Unfortunately, the characters weren't up to snuff in terms of what we expected and what we wanted, but that doesn't mean Bandai can't have a little bit of redemption, right? So what I think is going to happen, this is again my prediction, is either going to be back to the Great Ninja War, and we're going to either see Sasuke, the Taka version, with Ito Itachi, or we're going to see a solo banner Madara. Now, I don't think it's going to be a solo banner Madara, although even if he does come out by himself, that is more than enough to get the hype train back rolling, right? Now, I don't think from a content perspective, unfortunately, we're going to get anything because they've already done, I mean, if you look at it, we may get an ATB. We may get an ATB. I think that's probably going to be their biggest foot forward in terms of what they can provide us right now. They've done the Tower of Eternity upgrade, which was great. They obviously raised the level cap to 115. I have no idea when the heck we're all going to get there, but one day I guess we'll get there. As you can see, I just hit 104 only. And it's the biggest disappointment though, again, was this banner. The character Sasuke is incredible. Not having a tribe with like Kisame when he came out was a problem, obviously. But that's okay. Like, you know what? The character himself holds his own, and I'm okay with that. I wish he could be interchangeable with the other Sasuke. That would have made things a lot smoother for the Sasuke transitioning into the game, but they're from different arcs completely. So it totally makes sense that they don't have the same tribe specials as the original one does. But again, doesn't mean they couldn't have done something with Jiraiya or this Boruto or even Kid Naruto, whatever the case may be, right? But I do think, guys, going forward, we're going to be expecting some Great Ninja War, units coming out, and I'm praying that it's going to be with some of the bigger ones, just to get the hype again. Like I said, the hype train rolling again. So what we have so far, we have a D and a D unit, right? That have just come out. So we haven't had very many T units since for a while now, like double T units. So I'm thinking if Sasuke comes out with Itachi, I'm assuming we're going to either get an A and a D, or we're going to get an A and a T, or we're going to get double Ts. I don't think any more, like, I said A and D with Itachi being a D unit, because I don't think we have an Itachi D unit yet, which we don't, obviously. So it's kind of like cyclical pattern for Bandai to do this. They like to introduce characters into the game that don't have a type, a rarity. So, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. D units are making a pretty good impact on the game from a PvP perspective, but they're not doing much for PvE except for Abyss. But there's so many units. I mean, like, let's take a look at all the Sasuke's, right? So we've got Sasuke A right there, heavy. We've got Itachi T, we know, and we got Itachi A, we know. Okay, so one Sasuke, two Sasuke. So there's A and T right there. Now we have a D Sasuke and Sasuke heavy SR, which we all got from the market. We all know about that. And then we have another Sasuke here that's an A. So that's two A's, one T, one D. And now we have Papa Sasuke as another D. So that's two Ds. And we have Papa Sasuke A. So the only other Sasuke we're kind of missing right now, and there's Kid Sasuke is an A, is another T. So it kind of makes sense for them if they do release a younger version of Sasuke for him to be a T unit, because I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I'm thinking to myself, and yeah, there really isn't. So they need to essentially balance out a little. There's another Sasuke right there. I completely forgot about the End of Vengeance Sasuke Uchiha, and he's also an A. So I mean, like, we've got an abundance of A Sasukes. I think at this point, the thing they're gonna want to bring out to kind of balance out the Sasuke the Sasuke types is going to be a T unit. Now, as for Itachi, like I mentioned, we do have an A and a T. So I'm imagining if he does come out with him, as an Edo Tensei version, we're probably going to get a D version because we know he was the the protector of all that information. Finally revealed it to Sasuke, told him he loved him, you know, he did it all for him. So from a bond perspective, from a you know, a character perspective, it would make the most amount of sense if they brought out a version of Itachi that was a D unit, because that's something we currently do not possess. So those are my predictions. Now, if Madara does come out, if he does come out, I think he's going to be the complete opposite of what Hashirama is currently. Okay, so I know there's been a lot of talk about Izuna and Madara coming out together. The only problem with that is, because of Tobirama and Hashirama coming out, is that we don't know what Izuna really does. Like, outside of, you know, Madara taking his eyes and getting the eternal Sharingan, we don't know what exactly he did. He got killed by Tobirama. I don't recall in the show or in the manga if he actually performed any jutsus or had any, you know, any type of fighting abilities that we actually got to witness. So this will be interesting, because they'll have to, Tribes is not known to do this. They'd have to do a blank slate character. And what I mean by that is, normally Tribes takes all of their setups and their moves and their jutsus, and they take them from the show or the manga, and they kind of mimic it. So for them to do something brand new, like they did with Rinne, for example, with his jutsu, which didn't obviously exist, except for the sexy jutsu did exist, but they had to add presence to it, the whole mechanics of putting sand into it, etc. That is going to be something brand new, and I don't know if they're doing that for a character like Madara, because they didn't do that for a character like Hashirama, right? So to me, it's like they're hand in hand, those two characters. They're the same legacy, same popularity, and if you don't get that same love for Hashirama, I don't see that same love coming from Madara, at least for this version. So if it is Madara, we're looking at one of two things. So I'm either saying, if it's the previous version, we may get the brother as well too, and that'll be the not so good version of Madara, right? We always say the not so good version of Madara. If we get the Edo Tensei version of Madara and he's a solo banner, I think he's going to be the OP broken Madara, the one that everybody's looking forward to, until we get the six path version of him. And he may come with Obito. The only problem I have with that is we already got the white mask version that came out recently, and we've got the kid version. I think it's a little too early to bring out the no mask version of him, but you know what? If they do, that banner would be way more hype in my opinion than Madara and his brother. So I think those will be the big ones. So guys, tonight on Twitter, reset time, I'm hoping we're going to get the image. I will obviously report it tomorrow when it comes out. A quick apology obviously for not making too many more Tribes videos. I'm really focused on My Hero Academia and other games right now, because I want to expand my channel, and the fact is Tribes just doesn't have much going on. So, and I've done pretty much, I'd say I think about 400 videos now on Tribes. So, you know, when ATB comes out or something brand new comes out, I'll obviously be covering that, doing live feeds and doing additional things. And I'll be doing my showcases and predictions like I have been. But outside of that, guys, in terms of the actual game and guides, I mean, there's really nothing I haven't done. So unless there's a drastic change in the game, you may not be seeing too many of these come out. But hey, you know what? Some are better than none. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon.